Hi guys, welcome to my book channel. I'm super nervous to be filming this and I don't know why. If you know me personally, you know that I have a YouTube channel for work and I post on there weekly, and I'm not really nervous anymore on there. I think a big reason why I'm nervous to start this is because I don't really share my opinion on my work channel, and so like sharing my opinion about books is like a little bit scary. I know that a lot of like book talk people can get very protective over their favorite books, and I know that I'm the same way. Like, not where I'm gonna like attack somebody about it, but like when I see somebody say that my favorite book is their least favorite book, it definitely hurts my feelings. Like, I wrote the book, so I'm definitely a little bit nervous about sharing my opinion. But I don't have any friends that read my types of books or read in general, really. A lot of my friends are like just too busy. They don't have as much time as I do to read, or they're planning on reading them eventually, and so I don't want to like spoil everything. I wanted a place where I can just openly talk about books, and so that's why we're here. So in this first video, I just wanted to kind of introduce myself, tell you guys like what I got into when I first started reading, and kind of what you can expect from my channel. So if you don't know me, and I'm hoping that everybody watching does not know me, because I hate knowing that people I know watch my videos for work. I don't know, it just makes me feel so awkward. So if you don't know me, hi, I'm Samantha. I'm 28. I'm a small business owner, as I've mentioned. I recently got into reading. I started reading in 2023, but it wasn't until 2024 that I really created this collection and started reading often. And this year in 2025, I have not read a single book, and it's June when I'm filming this. So I've had like kind of a weird relationship with reading, just because I get so busy and just don't have the energy for it at the end of the day. But I really want to get back into reading, so I figured if I started this channel, I could have people to talk to who like the same genre of books as me. And I honestly am just going to talk to the camera to talk to somebody about what's going on in these books. Hopefully it'll make me like want to read a little bit more, because like I'll be like, oh, I need to post a video, let me read, let me hurry up and finish this book, even though like most of the books I read have me feeling that way anyway. Like, I want to hurry up and read it, but I feel like it'll kind of force me to spend the time doing that instead of like scrolling on TikTok. So I'm currently reading Final Girls by Riley Sager, and I'm going to do a whole series on this when I'm reading it. Speaking of Riley, I wanted to kind of explain how I got into reading. My mom is a big reader, and so she always gets her like free book on Kindle every month. And one of the books that she got was Trust No One. This book, and it's kind of like a mystery detective book, and it's a big one. I don't know why I started reading, like just out of nowhere. So I started reading this one, couldn't get into it. It was a very slow start, and it was like detectives. There were lots of names. I just couldn't get into it. So I put this one down and I started reading The Hike, which was another free one that she had. And it's shorter, way more action packed, straight to the point. It was so good. And I'm obviously going to do like individual videos about these and my thoughts on them. But that was the first one I read in 2023, like all the way through, and I loved it. But then I kind of took a break. Like, I just didn't pick up another book. I didn't really have any other books. None of the books she had seemed appealing to me. So then I'm scrolling on TikTok one day, and I got tricked by one of those videos where they're like telling you a juicy story, and it ends up just being a book synopsis. And that book was From the Embers. And oh my god, this book is so good. Obviously going to do a separate video about it, but that book, I was like, oh, okay, I like the romance, I like the mystery, I love it. So then I went out and bought these books, and a lot of them are Riley Sager, as you can see. I had just gone on TikTok and looked for suggestions for like easy books to get into as like a new reader in the thriller mystery genre, and boy did I get hooked. So that was all 2023. And then at the end of 2023, it was like the last couple of days of the year, I started reading The House Across the Lake, and I finished it in like 3 or 4 days. And oh my god, you guys, I know that this book, Riley Sager fans are always like so torn on this book. It's either you love it or you hate it. And also that's the same with like Riley Sager in general. I know a lot of people hate him. I know a lot of people love his books. Like, it just is really like, the book community is very opinionated. So it's like, no wonder like everybody has strong opinions. So I actually really liked this book. I just like had never, if you've read it, you know what happens, and I just had never even thought that that would be a plot in a book. The like twist, I guess, I had never even, it didn't cross my mind. So I was like very surprised. I think it was like a great first book to like get me hooked into like, oh, like the possibilities of this world, you know? I read this one, was hooked, and I immediately crushed the next 5 or 6 that I had bought already. And thankfully my birthday's in the month of January, so all the birthday money I bought more books. I'm going to show you guys all the books I've read. So I read 34 books, I believe, in 2024. Literally was reading all the time. I loved it. Had so much fun, like finding different genres that I liked, figuring out what I didn't like, and I read literally some of the best books and some of the worst books I think I will ever read. So it was just so much fun, and I miss it. I haven't read a single book this year. I am in the middle of reading Final Girls, like I said, but I haven't finished it, and it's June, and this is the first book I picked up. Well, I had been reading another Riley Sager book, but it just couldn't get my attention. So anyway, so that's kind of how my book journey has gone and started. It's been short, like it was like last year was basically the whole of my book journey. But I'm excited to get back into it and share my thoughts and have people to talk to. So if you're into thrillers, mysteries, also romance, I love the Chestnut Spring series. I love a good romance. Definitely like tag along for these videos because we can bounce back suggestions and talk about our thoughts on all these books. So what you can expect from this channel is reviews. Obviously I like to yap, so lots of like chatter. There will be like parts of the videos when I'm doing reviews that won't have spoilers, and then I'll warn you before I start just like actually talking about the book. For anybody else who has read it or is going to read along, we'll be talking about like the spoilers and what's actually happening in the book. So you can expect reviews, you can expect kind of just chatty videos. I'm going to have you guys help me pick like my next book that I'm going to read. I'm going to talk about like my favorite books by certain authors, just a bunch of different things revolving around books. I'm super excited to be sharing it with you guys, and I hope somebody's tagging along. I know that my best friend's going to be watching these, so if it's just her, what up, girl? If it's other people, hello, welcome. I hope you stay. I hope you subscribe and like if you're interested. And I will be talking about the first 14 chapters of Final Girls in my next video. We're going to talk about my thoughts, my predictions, everything that I think is going on, and my initial reaction to it. So I'm thinking my plan right now is going to be, I'm going to break each book that I read into 3 different parts, beginning, middle, and end. And so I'll post one video about the beginning, and then I'm thinking my next video will be like a full review of a book that I've already read. And then the next video will be the middle of the book that I'm currently reading, so on and so forth until we finish a book, do full reviews, all that kind of stuff. And also I'm going to try to do some like fun book challenges. I don't really know. I don't watch a lot of book content just because I try not to watch a ton of like TikToks and stuff throughout the day. So I don't know. If you have a book channel, definitely comment below and I'll check your stuff out and we can be book friends. And if you're into mysteries, thrillers, romance, all things suspense, honest opinions, not a sophisticated opinion. I'm not somebody who's like knows everything about every trope. I love a good enemies to lovers trope. I love a good like cheesy book. And I also love books that are like not super sophisticated. Like if you can get me through the plot and make me gasp or anything like that, like you've got me hooked. You don't need to be life-changing, you know what I mean? I feel like some people critique books way too hard. I'm just not that type of person. Like if I liked it, it's a 4-star. Like that's it. It doesn't require a lot. I'm just rambling at this point, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, getting to know me a little bit. I hope you tag along for the rest of my videos. If you don't enjoy the yapping, it's probably not the channel for you. Leave me a comment if you have a book channel or if you want to be book besties. I'm going to link like my Goodreads where I got this shirt. It says so many books, so little time. My personal items that I sell that are book related, and anything else that you guys should check out is going to be in the description. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite Riley Sager book is, and if you haven't read Riley Sager, let me know who your favorite thriller author is. Okay, I think that's all I have to say, so I will see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching!